They gon' love me for my ambition.
Hey, thanks for tuning into another video. I've been meaning to discuss this topic for the longest while, but I'm glad I actually have the chance to get around to it and just delve into one of the easiest ways you can create generational wealth for your child. And I mean, since it's Child's Month, I mean, what better time to drop this content, right? So you can just go ahead and click the subscribe button and let me just get right into it. Now, when it comes to wealth building, investing is one of the ways in which you can grow your money, right? And getting your child or children involved in this from an early age can set them up for like so much success in the future, right? The earlier you start, the better it is for you. If you think that it's too late for your child, trust me, it's not. You can still get started. Now, please note, I'm not speaking about cryptocurrency. I'm not speaking about forex trading. I have no information on those type of investments, right? What I'm talking about is the Jamaica Stock Exchange. And it's important that I point it out because people do confuse them. Alright, now let me just give a quick backstory into how I got involved in investing, because I don't want you to feel like, oh, you come from money and you know all of this information, so you're good. No, right? Growing up, I used to watch this program on Sunday afternoons called the Owen James Report. I think Owen James Stock Report, or just the Owen James Report on CVM, right? And I was always fascinated by it. Now, bear in mind, I don't even know how to do average math. To be honest, you don't give me a math equation to solve, I will not do it, right? But for some reason, I was always fascinated by it, but I had no information on how to get started. Now, coming from a family where financial literacy is almost non-existent, I always thought that I needed like $1 million to start doing stock investment, right? Now, I have no money, so how am I gonna get started in this? I don't have $1 million. Despite knowing that I didn't have the money, I still religiously, faithfully watched that program almost every Sunday afternoons because I just wanted more information about it. So it wasn't until like my third year at UWI when I went on a trip to the Jamaica Stock Exchange, I found out that, I could start investing with as little as $10,000 with JMMB. Now imagine my surprise. I watched this program from like my high school, like early high school days, and I didn't know exactly how to get started. So when I found out that, I got the necessary documents and I opened the account. Now, to me, it was a bit easier to open the account back then because I opened the account as a student, right? So that's the backstory. Now, how to get your child started with stock investment from an early age. And when I say early age, I mean as young as 3 months old, right? You don't have to wait until the child starts school or until the child turns 12 or, is in high school. No, you can start as early as 3 months old. And let me tell you why I said 3 months old. You could probably start sooner than that. All right, so the first thing you'll need is to get a TRN for your child, right? So to get the TRN, you just need to, and I'm going to just show you some like videos or clips of me going through the process with my baby girl. I started from a longer time, but due to the pandemic and some setbacks, I got delayed, but I got around to doing it, right? So like I said, the first thing you want to get is a TRN. All right, so this is how you go about getting a TRN for your child if your child doesn't already have one, right? So you need a birth certificate for the child, and you either need to have, if it's a baby, like baby 3 months, is either you're going to get a passport picture certified by a JP, or you're going to use that child's passport. Now, the reason why I stressed on, it can be as early as 3 months is because at 3 months, you can maybe put your baby on the stool or the seat that they have at the photo studio and have somebody behind the child just, gently holding the child's back. It's a quick process and you don't have to worry about any damage to your baby's back, right? 6 months, baby starts sitting up, so maybe that's a safer time to do it. But once you get that passport picture from the photo studio, then you bring it to a JP to have the JP certified and stamp that picture, right? Or if you have the child's passport, perfect. If your child is old and that child has their official school ID, then that works too. Now, like I said, you need the child's birth certificate, you need a certified passport picture or the passport or the official school ID, and you're going to go to the tax office and you're going to fill out a TRN application form for a minor. Now, bear in mind, as the parent, you will need to actually produce proof of your identification, right? And ensure that as a parent, I said this especially for fathers, if it is that you're going to be the one handling this process, you have to ensure that your name is on the child's birth certificate, right? How else will you prove that, you're actually the child's parent? But once it is that you're finished, filling out the form and you submit it at the tax office, it's the same day processing, you'll get the TRN number. Now, you'll probably get the TRN number on a piece of paper, and I think it takes like 6 weeks for you to get the official TRN card. So step 2 is opening the account. Now, I did mine with JMMB not because I was already a customer there, but because I've honestly, to this day, I cannot find another financial institution that provides me with that level of customer service. Let me tell you, top tier, A1, JMMB, you're doing it, all right? You've been doing it, and I hope you continue to do it, all right? But I decided to go with JMMB because I'm already acquainted with them. But you can choose another institution if it is that you want, but I highly recommend JMMB. Now, you can get started with either one of 2 accounts or maybe even the 2 accounts. And the 2 accounts I'm speaking specifically to is the equity money market and the income and growth. Now, bear in mind that for the equity money market, that's the one that you will actually go on the JMMB Moneyline platform and you will purchase your stocks, you will sell your stocks, right, by yourself. Now, for the income and growth, you can just add money to that monthly, weekly, whatever you choose, and you can have a broker actually purchase stocks for you. Now, like I said, the option is up to you which one of them you will choose. Personally, for me, I go with both of them, right? So another thing to note with the equity money market is that if you already have an account, you cannot add your child to that account. All right, let me break this down. So if it is that you're creating an equity money market account with JMMB today, you won't be able to come in at a later date to add your child, your partner, your mother, whosoever. If you're opening the account today, you have to open it with your child's name on it, or with your partner, or with your mother, your sibling, whosoever you want to open the account with. It has to be done on that day. As opposed to the income and growth, you can always add your child or whoever you want to add to it at a later date. All right. So seeing that I could add her to the income and growth, I did that with my baby girl. I just added her to that account. But I wanted an equity money market account for her as well. So I went ahead and I opened a new account and, just have her on the account as well. Because I was already an existing customer, it was a bit easier for me. I mean, they already have certain information on file. But if you're new to this, then this is what you need. You need your proof of identification, of course, right? You need your proof of address. Now, some persons will say, oh, I don't have a utility bill or whatever. If you have a passport and if you have your voter's ID or driver's license, perfect. Here's what you can do. For your voter's ID, you can use the address on it as proof of address. And then for your identification, you can easily use your driver's license or your passport. Now, you'll also need proof of income, which earlier I said it was a bit easier for me to open it because I was a student at the time and you didn't really have to provide, much proof of income. Now, as it relates to proof of income for an adult, a job letter can suffice, your last 3 pay stubs. You'll definitely need your TRN for this, right? And let me see, am I missing anything else you need, The reason why I'm encouraging you to start stock investment for your child from an early age, especially stocks that pay dividends, right? My favorite type of stock, those. But can you imagine you start this for your child before your child reaches 1, 2, 3, and that money keeps coming in until your child is an adult, right? A lot of people, they say, oh, me never born no money, me have no gold spoon in my mouth, and so. But this is a way to actually put a gold spoon in your child's mouth, right? You have to start from somewhere, and to me, investing is one of the best ways to start. So don't get me wrong, I'm no expert in stock investment, but I know enough now to continue and to actually encourage persons to get involved in this from an early age, right? And I mean, there are free additional resources online that you can easily learn from. Just like how you're here watching me on YouTube, you can easily turn into Khalilah Reynolds' channel is called Taking Stock. And she also has a program called Money Mondays. You can check out our content on Instagram, TikTok, And like I said, her YouTube channel, it breaks it down. And she also offers like a masterclass. But if it is that you can't afford the masterclass, no, her YouTube channel, watch the content there, you will get a better understanding. You can also go on Twitter, there's Stocks on the Rocks, and they give great information, free information, right? And if you still feel like you need further guidance, like I said, Khalilah offers a masterclass, or you can actually pay. You can consult with a financial advisor. You'll probably see them keep popping up on the screen, and I'll be sure to add them in the description as well, so you can easily check out those additional resources. Now, as Gandhi said, the future depends on what you do in the present, right? The decisions that you make right now. And generational wealth begins with the efforts or the provisions you put in place for your child right now in this moment, right? So I'm just going to encourage you as parents. It's Child's Month. Do something great for your child's future, all right? If it is that you feel like you need additional information, you can always hit me up at Kimmy the Hustler on Instagram. Send me a DM, follow me. I'll easily, have a conversation with you. If it is that I can't provide the information that you're seeking, then I'll try my best to point you in the right direction so you can get an answer and you can begin the process. Thanks for tuning in again. Start investing today, right? And to the parents who are watching this, let me tell you, continue to show up for your child or your children in the best way that you can. Okay, again, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you with another video soon. Bye.